Well, it's lunchtime and I'm getting hungry. So I thought today I would show you one of my go-to easy protein lunches. And it is with cottage cheese, which is all the favorite this year, right? So super simple. I just get a cup, measuring cup. Let's see. This will do. Okay, 1 cup of cottage cheese. You know, I never knew that cottage cheese was so good for us as far as protein goes. That was one of the foods that growing up was like, no, who eats a lot of cottage cheese? Then I take my blueberries. By the way, if you have ever shopped at as your standard, where you go and you order online and you go to a certain pickup and then you get your food that way, it is so good. And it's a lot, well, some things are cheaper, some things are more expensive, but like these blueberries, I don't know if you can tell, but look how big those blueberries are, and they're all organic. So I'm always going here for my blueberries. Really, really like them. So as far as that, we're going to do a cup of blueberries, and I like to, well, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then I pour them in here and I get them warm. Probably wouldn't take near as long if you just use them fresh, but I always just use my frozen from as your standard. Okay, I heat those up. As soon as those are heated up, I'll show you what's next. Okay, my blueberries are still warming up, so while they do that, I got out my vitamins. I always take my vitamins morning and lunchtime, so I don't forget. And especially if I'm only going to do 2 meals, I've got to get my vitamins in. So next, I'm just hurrying and whipping me up some of my favorite drink, Relight. Have a video on this, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. This is the best stuff for you. The flavor I'm choosing today is mojito. Throw a little bit of that in there. Mix it up. If you don't have one of these, guys, game changer. I didn't own one until probably 9 months ago, but I always just had to mix it with the spoon, and this is so much easier. So, super easy. Okay, let me check the blueberries. They're almost done. They're almost done. Okay, so to my cottage cheese, what I'm going to do is I added in a little bit of peanut butter or almond butter, and then you get your protein. So I just do a half a scoop. A whole scoop just kind of tastes too gritty. I don't like it. So a half a scoop, and I use the vanilla bean, just ingredients, clean protein. Really love this one. Okay, and then I stir this up. So that's really what it is. Cottage cheese, a little bit of peanut butter, a half a scoop of vanilla, and then you dump in your warm blueberries, and it's so good. So I'm going to mix this up, and I'm going to take it outside and get a little grounding in for lunch. Okay. Okay, you probably have noticed my bowl. Don't come at me for this, this pan. My daughter keeps getting after me. I need to go to my other pans that are better for me, but I haven't. I tried, and they just, whenever I cook my eggs, they just stick so bad that that's just something I haven't changed yet. So in the future, right? Anyways, look at that, and it kind of turns out all purple. Some people don't like it. Michael, my husband, doesn't even like looking at this, but I think it's amazing. It tastes so good. Chock full of protein. So if you want to try a new protein recipe, check this one out.